So I was told for this one to say from ashy to classy, which personally I don't feel comfortable saying, but that's what I was told to say.
Hey, you were stumped, so I gave you something. Don't worry, it's not hashtag problematic because I gave you the pass. That's how it works, right? Besides, I heard a lot worse from the kids at Catholic school. Anyway, welcome to August 2008 and my first day of 11th grade. A few crucial details here. Firstly, yes, putting on lotion is essential unless you want to look like the haunted mask. Secondly, no wire hangers! Thirdly, note the bent blinds, as watching for the surprise arrival of parents is a skill that was still necessary. And lastly, I'm proud to say it looks like my fashion sense had grown a little bit stronger and never mind. Look, man, having just been formally allowed to continue listening to and making rap music under the roof of my parents' household, it's possible I may have gone full rapper in celebration. I'm sure I thought this fit was very fly, but in hindsight, it's not. And even if it was, using a microphone as a belt buckle kills the whole thing. And even if that were excused, I don't look believable enough to wear something fly. It's like I always say, and by always say, I mean saying for the first time ever right now. When there's dweeb in your blood, you can try as hard as you want. The truth always reveals itself. It's just marvelous how throughout pretty much all of high school, I somehow managed to look simultaneously like the guy in the barbershop who talks too much and the anime club vice president. What an aesthetic. Surprisingly, I never really got roasted by anyone. I guess that's the benefit of existing off of most everyone's radar. But if I had gotten put on that proverbial Summer Jam screen every day, it probably would have looked something like this.
Boy, I'm about to bake your You ready? Hold on! No! I know my ain't talking right now. With them shorts on, my baby got that!
No, that roast was too traumatic to revisit in full right now. I'll return to that when we get to 2015. I'm just happy that my time at El Camino High School wasn't spent getting cooked by people every day. In fact, it was spent getting my PSP stolen, apparently learning nothing in Photoshop class, and meeting outstanding people. Like Cebro, pictured here. One of my best friends, who is ridiculously swole now. Whose first name is actually Sean, but I've always called him by his last name for reasons I don't actually remember. The point is that he's another day one, along with Cena, Christian, more on him in this awful artwork later, and many others. Ultimately, I love them to no end, and I'm glad I met them. I say this all the time, but really, there's no telling where I'd be without them. And there's no telling where I'd be if Cebro ever decided to leak off the embarrassing things he caught me doing at his house. Well, actually, I'd probably be on that Summer Jam screen.